popping, what's cracking, what's percolating, what is really good in the hood. It is your man Theo Butler, and welcome to What a Week It Was Wednesday. that's that's the official title. That's what we calling it. What a Week It Was Wednesday. My hair done went from the Eric Killmonger to the AJ Styles soccer mom look. Y'all don't laugh at me. We're gonna get this show started as soon as we get everybody in here that wants to be in here. We got a lot to talk about tonight. We got some hot topics. I think they hot topics. I think they fresh topics and everything. And we gonna make it do what it do, but we gonna get everybody in the building first. Y'all already know. And I don't mind being patient. Patience is Job. So we gonna wait. We're gonna wait till we get some people in here, see who we got in here. What a week it was Wednesday. We got 2 people in here so far. Make sure I get these notifications, live chat. Make sure I get it in here and everything like that. Want to see who all we got in here. Like I said, we got a lot to get out the way. We got a lot to get out the way. I definitely want to send some shouts out and everything like that. Groovy Fee, what's going on? What's going on? Y'all know this the comic book corner. Superhero stuff. We talking about that. And we can't talk about comic books and superheroes without talking about Stan Lee. He would have been 100 years old today. Stan lived a long time. Stan lived a long time, and I wish he was here. What's going on, Big Sam? What's going on? I wish Stan Lee was still here. I don't think some stuff would have happened the way it's happened if Stan was here. So I wish Stan was here. Shout out to the late great Stan Lee and everything like that. 100 years old. Mr. Ray Smith, what's going on? 100 years old. That's a lot in and of itself. Oh man, definitely miss him. But like I said, I want to make sure we stay on topic tonight. I got a lot to go over. We got a lot to discuss tonight. I think y'all gonna really enjoy the show, the format. I'm trying some different things as far as formats. But like I said, definitely wanted to give a shout out, a belated birthday, because he's passed, to Mr. Stan Lee, born December 28th, 1922. Without him, it's safe to say it's a lot of stuff that we like and enjoy today we wouldn't be able to like and enjoy today. That said, girls, get my daughters involved in this one. Girls, get my daughters. It's a family affair. Bring daddy them comic books from upstairs, please.
Yes, sir.
See, we daughters. It's a family thing. My daughters. Daddy was gonna talk about some stuff and everything like that. I wanted to talk about the first issue of Photon. Listen, if you have not picked up the first issue of Photon, go get that. Myself, along with Marcus from Back of the Bus, we did a comic book review on Photon issue number 1. That is a beautiful cover. The author is on point. The artist is on point. Yes, bring those to father, please. I'm gonna have my babies jump in the camera real quick. Jump in the camera.
Hi.
That's Jalea. She just turned 11. Come on.
Hi.
That's Ariel. She's 9, but she's on her way to turning 10. Ari, when is your 10th birthday?
January 30th.
January 30th. Right around the corner. All right, girls. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. All right. So, it's family affair. Photon, issue number 1. First of all, y'all go get this. I'm not going to get into it too much. Like I said, y'all go check out the review that Marcus and I did on Back of the Bus. We actually break it down. But this is a beautiful, sexy cover. Listen, they got her edges laid down. Like, I don't know. I don't know who drew this. Yes, I do. Let me stop acting like that. First of all, the author's name is Eve Ewing. She's a sister. Definitely did her thing as far as researching the history of Monica Rambeau and everything like that. The artists are Luca Maresca and Ivan Fiorelli. Listen, they did that. Y'all go cop this. Y'all go get this. It is a limited series. Y'all make sure y'all go get this. I'm gonna talk about that. Also, in regards to Monica Rambeau, with cover, artwork, story, the OG references, because she's got an OG reference. And then when I say OG, you know, if you was reading comics book back then, she pays a lot of homage to Spider-Man angle, whatever the angle that was, that Monica Rambeau. I got it Monday. I haven't read it yet. Groovy, you're not going to be disappointed. Gray, what's going on, man? I got to get your Twitter link again. I be trying to directly send you stuff and I'm missing it. Black Claw, what's going on? What's going on? Like I said, it is a beautiful it's a beautiful story. Like if you've been following Monica Rambeau, Captain Marvel, Photon, Spectrum, whatever, it's a beautiful story. And she does not cheat us. Miss Ewing does not cheat us. She has jumped in that story all full boat. And also, congratulations to Tiana Paris. I don't know if y'all knew this, but she is with child. Yo, D. Steezer, what's going on? What's going on? She's with child. I don't know if she's delivered the child yet, but congratulations to her pregnancy and everything like that. And I also want to talk about accuracy. Understanding that I had that covered too. Get that. Understanding that a lot of guys rock with me. I do have a few ladies that rock with me and everything like that. Accuracy. We care about it. We own it. We talk about it. We mention it all the time. Monica Rambeau should have been the first female introduced into the Marvel Cinematic Universe is Captain Marvel. That's significant. I know some people, this, that, that, and the third. She was given that title for a reason. Yes, it was a placeholder title, but Carol Danvers was a character. They were more concerned with Carol Danvers, Miss Marvel, being the sex pot, i.e. Power Girl from DC, than they were about her being taken seriously. Yes, Monica Rambeau being given Captain Marvel was a placeholder. That way they could still have rights to the name Captain Marvel. But let's be clear, they could have gave that to Carol Danvers. Marvel, the editors, the powers that be, made a conscious decision not to give a character that was already there, already established, already a superhero. They chose not to make her Captain Marvel. Yes, they did make the sister Captain Marvel. Yes, she is based off of Pam Grier, or at least she was supposed to be based off of Pam Grier and everything like that. But Monica Rambeau, Steve Rogers, because a lot of people like to say Steve Rogers, Captain America told Carol Danvers, he told Monica Rambeau she was the right person to lead the Avengers. So if we're going to put so much stock into what a fictional character Steve Rogers is saying, let's understand when she had second thoughts, doubts, reservations, concerns about being the leader of the Avengers, he told her, say, no, you're the right person for the job. Let's remember, she was in line to be promoted when she was working for the New Orleans Harbor Patrol. She was facing sexism, so she did not get promoted. Yes, we read the stories. So when we talk about accuracy and everything like that, this is me speaking specifically to those who like to name us, label us as misogynists and everything like that. You're going to say it, get it right, because it ain't misogynist. We comic book fans. And being comic book fans, we care about comic book characters. And in caring about comic book characters, that's male, female, heterosexual, LGBTQ. It don't matter. Story's right. So keeping that going and everything like that. Want to talk about John Ridley ending his run on Black Panther with issue number 15. Y'all let's give it up one time for John Ridley getting the phone out of his head. Y'all clap that thing on up. Y'all clap that thing on up. John Ridley getting on up out of here. I wish him the best as doing something else besides MCU. Frank was MIA. Yes, we could talk about why we still don't know why Monica Rambeau's father did not show up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And that's watch this. Jennifer's father showed up. Didn't he? Then Jennifer Walters' father showed up, had speaking parts and everything. She-Hulk. Y'all stop me when I'm wrong. Now I believe he did show up. I believe he showed up. I believe he showed up in the end credit scene and everything like that. I believe him and She-Hulk, him and Jennifer, she's well adjusted to have both her parents in her life. And if we didn't need Monica's father in her life, we didn't need Jennifer's father in her life either. But that's what we got. So anyway, John Ridley ending his run on Black Panther. Let's go ahead and put it in the comment section. How do we feel? Are you going to talk about the Neymar and Shorty fan art? I tell you what, Ruby, if you send it to me right now, because I got my other cell phone and everything, I'll take a look at it. I don't mind chopping it up about that. I just gotta take a look at it. John Ridley, who? What? Right. Celebrate good times. Come on, yeah. Celebrate good times. Come on. It's time to celebrate tonight. Everything's gonna be all right. Let's celebrate. Shout out to Cool in the Game. Shout out to Donnie Simpson. Shout out to Video Soul. Shout out to, damn, I miss BET. I miss BET. But I want to stay on track though. John Ridley ending his run on Black Panther. Comicbook.com. I'll make sure once the video reloads and everything like that, I'll make sure to put the link back up there. But comicbook.com, John Ridley ends his run on Marvel's Black Panther in 2023. I think we can send a warm shout out to people such as Mr. Smith, who actually went in there and skipping times, get him out of here. Yo! I think we can shout out people like Mr. Ray Smith, who wrote Marvel and let it be known how disgusted they were with him as a writer. I just recently read the latest issue of Black Panther. We got him here. Black Panther 10, Black Panther 11, Black Panther 12. So I only got 3 more issues to put up with this foolishness and everything like that. But I've never seen somebody, and this is in regards to Black Panther, period. The character, the universe. I've never seen so many. Well, let me put it like this, and shout out to Gabo, Machiavelli Media and everything. We discussed this today. You have people upset, whether you agree with it or don't agree with it, upset that Henry Cavill is not going to be Superman. Not that they killing off the character. They just replacing the actor. Some of those same people are the ones who disparaged recast T'Challa. Wasn't about the actor. It was about the character. They still get to keep Clark Kent. That's not even a question. They panties, they underwear, they're in their tithers about the actor. I wish we would have asked for an actor. We get ignored. I get my boy Brian Edward Hill gonna take over. Listen, Skip, you're gonna have to tell me. He did that one shot last month. They usually have a new writer do a short or one shot before they take over for the current writer. That one shot piqued my interest. I'm not even gonna lie. The one shot did pique my interest. I do have that story. It is upstairs. I do have that comic book and everything. The one shot did pique my interest. He did seem to be tapping into T'Challa's history, ancestry, in ways in which we never got with John Ridley. I don't even know who John Ridley wrote this for. Like, he talks about in the article, like I said, comicbook.com, y'all just Google that. The cover of Black Panther 15 is celebrated by artist Alex Ross and shows T'Challa in the mouth of an oversized Black Panther, his costume tattered and torn. The current story, actually, he's been tattered and torn throughout John Ridley's entire run. And John Ridley had this to say: the last 15 months working on Black Panther have been nuts in the best sense. Comic books remain some of the most valuable real estate in all of storytelling. I'm going to read that again. Comic books remain some of the most valuable real estate in all of storytelling. You would think, based on the amount of vitriol and ridicule we receive for knowing comic book history, that statement is wrong. It doesn't apply. That statement is just ridiculous in and of itself. But he understands the significance of the comic book, source material, reader material. He gets it. Hopefully, Marvel Cinematic Universe gets it as well, so that next time they decide to do a movie, they understand that comic book fans, we are above, beyond, sick and tired, and we are not going to just keep throwing money at you just because the superhero is the superhero that we read about. No, if the superhero that we read about ain't represented well, and y'all gonna love when I come back on this one. Shout out to Mac DeShaw. He rocks with me on Instagram and everything like that. Y'all studios better stop playing with people's emotions. I'm gonna come back and touch on that later on. But he says comic books remain some of the most valuable real estate in all the storytelling. To have the chance to work that real estate linked to T'Challa's past with the present. What present did he link? What past? Because he killed Achilles. Really no reference whatsoever to the intergalactic empire of Wakanda. What Hunter is over there in Sam Wilson's comic book. So I don't. What is? Never mind. Never mind. I don't know what he's talking about. They acting like James getting rid of Superman for good. He did kill the Killmonger miniseries year back. You know what? I read the Killmonger miniseries and I like the way that it was fleshed out. Like I like when stories. I can like origin stories all day long, but origin stories are just that. And sometimes origin stories are missing bits and pieces. I love it when somebody appreciates the origin story, sees where there's an opportunity to tie the bow up per se with the origin story, and they wrap it up in a real nice bow. Like what we got going on right now in the Wakanda series and everything. I love it because there was so much out there that was not told. Fans, we could fill in the blanks, but it wasn't going to be official. So to see somebody officially doing it, I love that. And I'm gonna finish reading this here. What he says, and thank you to the editors and artisans on the book. They respectively kept me on track and lifted the visuals way over the words. They ain't have no choice but to lift the visuals over the words. Let me finish reading that earlier statement of what he says about the last 15 months. To have the chance to work that real estate linked to T'Challa's past with the present while building out Wakanda's future, particularly with Tosin. See how they tell on themselves? Let me read this again. To have the chance to work that real estate linked to T'Challa's past with the present while building out Wakanda's future, particularly with Tosin, that feeling that comes with the opportunity is hard to describe. I know I was fortunate to be able to experience. You know what, John? Really, Chillmonger said this, and I'm paraphrasing here, but I agree with it. Hopefully, the author that comes in after you does to you what you did to the authors that came before you. Totally disregards everything that you did during your run. Basically makes it a waste of time. Treats it like it's non-canonical. And you need to understand that there have been complete story arcs where because the fans didn't like it, the comic book company understood that the fans didn't like it. They wrote that off as non-canon. That means we don't even talk about your stories no more. 12 Years a Slave. You know what the most disappointing part about that is? 12 Years a Slave took place here in America. To a degree, Black Americans can relate to it. You probably could relate to that story as well because you're a Black American. 12 Years a Slave is not Wakanda's story. You wrote T'Challa suffering for no damn reason whatsoever. He's not a slave. He's a king. And you drug him like he was a slave for 12 years. Stay in your lane. Don't ever come back to the comic books. Marvel, keep that dude, him, John Ridley, away from all future Black Panther franchise, period. He don't get to touch it. We telling you, and this ain't just a Black person telling you this. The Rock With Me Nation ain't just Black. Black Panther fans aren't just Black. We're telling you as Black Panther fans, keep John Ridley away. The fact that that dude got 3 issues after a year run, that tell you everything you need to know. We didn't want him there. What's the topic tonight? Oh, sure. We got a lot. Well, all of a sudden, everybody can put hands on T'Challa. He beat the brakes off some of the best. You know what? Because we got non-T'Challa fans writing T'Challa. Hill did the Killmonger miniseries year, but yeah, check that out. Assure to John Ridley. All right. We're going to keep it moving right along and everything like that. I don't want to stay too long on each topic, but I do want to make sure I get us where we need to be. Next topic we're going over is new recast supporters. Are they good for the cause or bad? Let me refresh that out. Those who we did not hear from 2 years ago, 16 months ago, 12 months ago, 8 months ago, 4 months ago. Those who had nothing to say, whether we was tweeting them, whether we was Instagramming them, whether we was Facebooking them, whether we was on YouTube, whether we was YouTubing them. Hey, Roland Martin. Those who had nothing to say then, but have so much to say now, are they good for the movement or bad for the movement? I spoke to two brothers today. The reason why I asked that question is because, and you know me, I don't hide behind anything. I'm transparent with mine. Dr. Umar Johnson. Some people like him, some people don't. Me, I'm still waiting on the school. He has a lot to say about Recast T'Challa, especially since seeing the movie. As I said to Aaron the Big Word Brinkley, Recast T'Challa, Rock With Me Nation, fans of Chadwick Boseman. We come in various sizes, we come in various colors, we come in various ethnicities, we come in various genders, we come in various gender identity, how we identify and everything like that. In essence, you don't have just black people, black men that are fans of the character, the mythology of the character, nor the actor in and of itself. If you want to speak about why the significance of the character, don't make it racist. I'm not here for that. Then know what you're talking about. You can be a social activist and be able to speak about social activism because you've done your due diligence in studying, researching social activism. But when you get ready to step into the realm of comic book history, what these characters mean, why they mean something to a people, you need to pass the microphone, or you need to sit and learn from somebody that knows these characters. We got new people coming in right now that's misspeaking, and I'm gonna say that word, that are misspeaking. They mean well, but they're misspeaking. I'm not here for that. Recast T'Challa, that's an international movement. Recast T'Challa does not identify as a gender. It does not identify as a people. We identify with the character. We identify for the love of the character and for the love of the actor. Anybody that's coming in claiming Recast T'Challa and you're trying to divide that fan base based on ethnic lines, gender lines, sexual identity, I'm not here for that, and I'm not going to ride with that. So if you for Recast T'Challa, hey grandmadam, what's going on? Bad for the movement. There are opportunities. I feel that way to a degree, but I do believe in building bridges. So to all of you Johnny come latelys to the party, come find out what you need to be talking about before you just throw hashtag Recast T'Challa to your name, trying to get your views up, trying to get people to fall in love with you. Because I know for a fact who I reached out to, who we reached out to, who we did not hear from. You got a platform, but be responsible with your platform. That's all I got to say about that. T'Challa versus Clark Kent, when should fans protest? Is Recast T'Challa a movement? Is E the leader some correlated? A movement is not one person. I'm gonna be as politically correct when I say this. As long as the leader of the movement is who the people view the leader of the movement as. The leader of the movement takes all people into consideration, not just some. He takes all people into consideration. I can't tell you if E-Man is the leader of the movement. What I can tell you is that I know for a fact it takes more than one person to make a movement successful. I understand that. Thus, I believe in building bridges. So that's how we're gonna do that. Thank you. Movements like this don't need leaders. Movements need people that are inspired. People that are prepared to see it all the way across the finish line. People that are unselfish. People that are prepared to make sacrifices for the movement. That's it. That's how I look at it. And if you're not prepared to make the sacrifices for the movement, you're not prepared to see the movement through. I can't actually say you're a part of the movement, let alone a leader. That's just me. Because I think he's the leader of his petition. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. And hey, it is what it is. I understand that. To me, the best way I can put it is like this. And just go with me. Black Lives Matter. I don't identify with their mission statement. I do believe Black Lives Matter. I believe everybody's lives matter. That said, I don't agree with the mission statement because I know what the mission statement said. It doesn't take away from the fact that Black Lives Matter and it's worth speaking on. Recast T'Challa, I don't agree with everything that was going on with it and everything like that. But understanding the mission to get this character recast, no sacrifice, no settlement, no compromise. You bring T'Challa back. You do for T'Challa what you did for them other characters. I'm gonna ride with that one all day long. E-Man can't lead a bowel movement. I'm not gonna do that. Listen, let me move the topic along. T'Challa versus Clark Kent. When should fans protest? Because we covered this earlier, briefly earlier. We were talking about fans upset that Henry Cavill is not coming back as Superman, but they got Clark Kent though. Like, and I'm not saying they're wrong, but if people can be upset about Henry Cavill being let go as Superman, why people can't be upset about T'Challa being killed off? I ain't asking, I'm just asking. Gonna keep going. Like I said, building bridges. That's the next topic, building bridges. I reached out to a young lady last week. She came on one of my posts and everything like that, and she had a lot to say. And it was the video in regards to misogyny versus misandry. And I could tell based on comments she hadn't listened or read the video, because I think if you listen, read what I say and everything, I represent men, women, everybody, regardless of what. I just represent everybody. And I went to her YouTube page. That's something else that I've started doing is when people come troll me, I like to go back. Those of y'all that's around close to my age, y'all know how we used to play the dozens back in the day. We research you, find out everything that we can talk about, and we use that to talk about you. Today they call it rap battling, but back then we called it playing the dozen, roasting, cracking, and everything like that. So I went to a page, YouTube page. Deep sister, Afrocentric and everything like that. She's from Africa. And the stuff that she talked about, it was deep. And I reached out to her, I said, the difference between you and I is I actually listened and watched your video. It shook, I don't want to say it shook her, but it shook the tree. Like, damn, like this dude did something that I didn't think men would do. Pay attention to me. I paid attention to it. Like I said, deep sister, Afrocentric and everything like that. She's from Africa. Getting these people that don't like Recast T'Challa, and D-Real spoke about it last week on his channel and everything like that. He said don't have time for me. I like to engage because I want to know what your motivation is. Like, why are you coming? Roasting still exists as a word. Yeah, hell yeah. Not just what we doing in the kitchen either. But I want to find out what your motivation is. Like, as I was talking to Gab, and I think we all can relate to this, regardless of what walk of life we come from. Each one of us is an expert in something. Each one of us is an expert in something. Each one of us knows more than the other person about a particular subject matter. We do. I'm comfortable in not knowing. Because of me being comfortable in not knowing, that makes me comfortable in learning. I can sit down, listen. Somebody's going to show me, teach me something I didn't know before. But I know, as I said to Mr. Ray Smith, I know I don't know as much about the Cleveland Browns as Mr. Ray Smith, who was born and raised in Cleveland. So why would I go back and forth with anything? Why would I go back and forth with him about it? I'm not from Cleveland. I've been in Cleveland maybe 2-3 days in my entire lifetime. Why would I go back and forth with him about what's going on in Cleveland? This is the way I look at it when it comes to anti-recasters. What's your motivation? If you see my logo, my picture, whatever, my profile pic, you see the gray hairs. You might not know what I know, but you know what you know, and you know where you got your information. So what is the challenge? Why are you coming? Well, as I've looked at it, I see some people, when I look at their bio, they got the same or similar number of people rocking with them that you got rocking with you. So to them, it's a chest thumping match. No. We're not thumping no chest because you gonna get embarrassed. And I ain't even got time to thump my chest with yours, pause, because we're not doing that. But you do have some that want to know. So my suggestion would be to those Rock With Me Nation, affiliated with the Rock With Me Nation, ask the question why. Like, why are you doing this? Like, that's my thing. Why are you coming? Because I know what I know and you know what you know. What's your motivation? Is it to discredit me? Because that's not going to happen. Is it to learn? I can help you with that. But if it's to discredit, it's not going to work. So build the bridges, see where they're coming from. Some people, as they talked about in misandry, and this is true, especially if we can take into consideration in regards to Missy Elliott, Queen Latifah. Misandry is brought about by a traumatic experience that happened somewhere in that person's life. It is. I'm not going to sit up here and act like all men are good. Some men are capable of bringing this on. They are. To these women, people that feel like this, you gotta, what's going on? What's going on, Nico? You gotta be prepared. When a man extend that hand out, that bridge, don't slap that hand away just because we got a Y chromosome. That's not gonna solve the problem. Keep it going. Proper representation. What is it, and should we care? Proper representation. Let me tell you why I'm bringing this up. Chillmonger was talking about he just want the stories told right and everything like that. And I got to thinking about characters. Proper representation. Should we care? Should a character be race swap? Should a character be gender swap? Spider-Man Homecoming, Aunt May. Should Aunt May be some people say she was sexy. I thought she was a little bit on the frail side, but that's just me. But should Aunt May have been an older woman? Should she have been young like that? I got a question. The crazy person was a try hard on your misogynist misandry DLB. Here we go, D Steezel. I reached out to the young lady, so I'm not going, and I understand why you would say that and everything like that, but we had a deep conversation. I believe there are some people that like I said, there are things that are happening in their life, and if you don't extend the olive branch, they're gonna be lost. And when I say they're gonna be lost because ain't nobody showing that they care. I guess the best way I can look at it, best way I can say it, best analogy I could use was Eric Killmonger being left in America in Black Panther 2. If somebody would have extended the olive branch, somebody that knew he was there would have went back, whether we talking Zudi go back and get him, T'Chaka go back and get him. If somebody would have went and got that young man and brought him back, him and T'Challa probably grow up, fictional wise, best like brothers and everything like that. So that's a real life scenario. So I believe in building the bridges and everything like that. Everybody that's mad at you ain't mad at you. That's the best way I can say it. Makes sense when you say it. Everybody that's mad at you ain't mad at you. But proper representation. I wanted to get in that. I wanted to touch on that and everything like that because I see a lot's going on. Proper representation. For instance, She-Hulk. Was that proper representation? Was She-Hulk proper representation? I don't believe it was. I don't believe it was. You know what's funny is how it should have ended. Made a video about that exact point. And I like, you know what? It's crazy. You keep doing what you're doing, Nico, because that's actually how I got started into doing all the research and everything like that. You'll see various YouTubers and everything, and they put stuff out there. You be like, man, that made sense. Why they didn't do it like that? Like the guy who did the stop motion Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever action figure video. He did that whole thing doing the blip. And you see here like, and I love it when people say, well, if you could do better, do it. First of all, you have a right to complain. As a consumer, you have a right to complain about a product. If somebody feel like they can stop by your page and complain about a comment you made, a post you put up, or a video you did, because that's what they doing, complaining, and it's free. If you can complain about free, why I can't complain about something I'm paying for? And if you're a fan, you absolutely have a right. And that's the other thing. People act like they can complain about what they want to complain about all day long. Men, women, people with different genders and everything. You complain about that, but somebody, Lord, God forbid, somebody want to complain about something they want to complain about, or it's a problem. I hear you. All her talking points from what I've seen all over YouTube is the film is great, black men are bad. Cool, you were able to get something across. I was, and that was the thing, because one of the things we talked about was she thought Americans had an issue with Woman King, and she thought we didn't want to give Viola Davis her due. I said, no, queen, and that be my thing right there. Address as queen, because you're a queen to me, regardless of whether you see me as a king or something else. I'm gonna call you a queen. Viola Davis is a phenomenal actress. Nobody's gonna ever take anything away from Viola Davis. She deserved all her flowers and everything like that. That wasn't our problem with the Woman King. Our problem with the Woman King, it was historically incorrect. That's the problem. And that's what we get, is we get too many times. If the story is wrong if a story can be wrong about a man, it can be wrong about a woman. And that's why I would love for us to get past this. All men are this. And first of all, anytime somebody says all men are, that's a misandry statement. Had to research that last week. So anytime somebody says, watch this, because I believe in equal energy. If somebody says all women are, that's a misogynist statement. All women ain't. All men ain't. So when we get those things into play, what channel did T'Challa during the blip? I'll go back and check it, but I put it on Twitter and everything like that. Somebody sent it to me. A guy did a stop motion action figure video on Black Panther 2, how it should have went. It was nice. So yeah, it was nice. So yeah, proper representation. Like I said, proper representation. Fastos, proper representation. That wasn't it. The dude didn't look like a superhero. Wasn't bald-headed. Wasn't married to a woman. And wasn't married to a Caucasian woman. So that was incorrect all the way across the board. That wasn't no representation. If you're gonna have him in a gay relationship, it should have low key been with a Caucasian dude. But even that story wasn't right. So how important is it? Representation, proper representation when it comes to the stories. I got questions. I'm here for it. Y'all tell me what y'all got. Y'all tell me what y'all got. I'm here for it. If not, we're going to move on to the next topic. A topic that a topic that I love. I ain't going to lie. A topic that I love. This is all for me. So y'all saw the picture that I put up with high toots that I say and everything like that, y'all. In the middle of starting my fan fiction Black Panther series and making my rounds to get it proper representation and black brotherly love is displayed throughout this story. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Man, you do that. Did y'all? Yeah. Y'all saw my picture, right? So I believe united voices, a lot of voices, and me and Mr. Ray Smith talking everything like that. So what I've been getting hit with, Nico Bean hit me up and everything, that's done to come after paying customers that see a common problem with the franchise that is supposed to be marketed towards them. It is. That's okay. Thank you, Gray. Let me double back real quick. It's dumb. It's dumb as hell, and it's crazy as hell, because to me it's like, you're literally discrediting people that know the product in many ways in which you don't. That's what I didn't get. But I'm gonna tell you what I figured out though. Swag Wave is the channel for the stop motion T'Challa versus Namor. Yes, thank you, Mr. Smith, because I actually sent that video to Mr. Smith. Let me tell you what I've noticed, and I said this I've said this to D Real, and I've said this to Mr. Ray Smith. The reason why T'Challa is able to be discredited is because he's a perceived black character with a black fan base. And we're not going to listen to anybody black that talk with some sense. We're not going to see them as credible. That's an issue within our race in and of itself. We don't see each other as credible when it comes to having comic book knowledge. We don't even see each other as credible to a degree when it comes to having entertainment news. I sit up here all day, every day, and I said this to Mr. Ray Smith. I don't understand. I don't identify as a Christian. I don't. I do identify as an African-American male. But I think it's safe to say in this country, 75% of African-Americans or blacks, whatever you want to call them, are Christians. They are. Okay. It's a percentage of those black folks, that's 75%, that have an issue with people that don't look like them, i.e. Caucasians. It's a percentage. You know what I didn't understand? I didn't understand how the brother that's a Christian pastor made a statement on December 8th. I still don't get it. I still don't understand it. I still don't get the type of vitriol that comes from black people when other black people bring up Derek Bozeman. I don't get how black people that are Christian, go to church on Sundays, call themselves pro-black. I don't get how his statement never stuck. It didn't stick. That's what I never understood, how his interview didn't stick with black people. I never understood. I was like, that's the brother. He's a pastor. This ain't no Muslim. This is a Christian. And he's in Tennessee. He down south. I didn't understand it, and I still don't understand it. I don't know anybody black that's a Christian gonna be able to help me process that one. Comic knowledge are naughty words to Marvel Studio. Yes, and we're gonna come talk about that, D-Steez. We're gonna get that cracking. Before I get that though, did y'all see the article? Like I said, once again, shout out to Mac the Shaw rocking with me over there on Instagram. Ryan Coogler on why T'Challa couldn't die in battle. Did y'all see that? Did y'all hear that? Ryan, why T'Challa could not die in battle? Y'all let me know if y'all heard about this. Comic knowledge. Yeah, we're gonna come back and talk about that, D-Steez. Why T'Challa couldn't die in battle. This is coming from the direct. Black Panther 2 director explains why T'Challa couldn't get killed in battle. This is dated December 8th. It's written by Savannah Sanders. And essentially what it boils down to is T'Challa died. If T'Challa died, right, and somebody had killed him based on the character arc. No, right. The anti-recasters didn't care. I'm gonna come back to that, Grand Madam, because I like what you said. In regards to Shorty, it was about Shorty because he wanted her character to internalize the pain. His thought process, you can read the article for yourself. His thought process is that if somebody would have killed T'Challa in battle, Shorty's character arc would have forced her to then seek revenge on that character. So what he wanted her to do was internalize it, like there was nobody to blame for T'Challa's death, seemingly, but her. Like she had to deal with the internal struggle. That said, that don't excuse how Namor was able to deep six her mother, not do anything. Because right now, let me spin this back to proper portrayal. Right now, Zemo and Namor have literally killed off the T'Challa family tree, and they still get to walk around the MCU. Oh, wait. Grand Battle, you are not alone. Hello, Rock. What's going on? Come on, yo. I'm sick of Coogler and his interview. Come on, Grand Matter. I am too, because he got a different story every time somebody stick a microphone in his face. I'm a non-practitioner. The hell, why would he want T'Challa to die in battle? He's the MF. He got killed. He does the killing. So this proper representation. Zemo killed T'Chaka just because he was there. Namor told Ramunda, you bump your gums, I'm gonna fade you and destroy your city. She bumped her gums, he faded her and destroyed her city. You got both siblings looking at the murderers of their parents and sparing them. Both of them, same family. Mom and dad gone. They were both murdered. Both murdered. Now, mind you, this is when we start talking about black representation, and this is when I start looking at people who ain't pressed about black representation. How long? Watch how I bring this home now. No entertainment. How long did Ahmaud Arbery murder sit at the house? Like they killed him and went home. How long were they home before the police pulled up? We talking about black representation. Black life doesn't mean it. Black lives matter, except in the MCU, because Rhodey's still walking around. Rhodey finna go on year 7 paralyzed from the waist down, and Sam broke his hell. Don't know how, but Sam broke his hell. Black lives matter. Black representation. What are we saying about the black lives in reality? Because I'm a black veteran, and I can tell you the number of times I done got disrespected by, forget people that don't look like me, people that look like me. Let me stay with that one. Let me stay with that one. Well, I'm a black father. Okay, black fathers ain't really getting no shine in the MCU. Okay, so if we ain't really respecting the black male and we ain't saying nothing about the black father, what are we saying about black men in general? Because the black boy finna grow up without his father. I just be asking questions. I just be asking questions. You know, people say, why you asking all them questions? So I just be asking questions. We keep this thing going on because you know I ain't gonna hold y'all. 8:17. And like I said, Ryan Coogler wanted to know why T'Challa. Well, his thing was T'Challa didn't die in battle because he wanted Shuri to have to deal with the inner struggle of why she couldn't save her brother. Why did she need to save her brother? Like, can we go back to that one? Why did she need to save her brother when he already had a heart-shaped herb in the system? Last but not least, once again, shout out to Mac the Shaw for this one. Movie studios can now be sued over misleading trailers. Well, that's funny because Tony wanted to kill Bucky up until he died in Endgame, but people of color always turn the other cheek and forgive. Yep. What did Tony say? He killed my mother. Tony wasn't hearing that. Tony wasn't hearing none of that. He wasn't. Wasn't Thor pissed at Loki? He held him responsible for his dad's murder. Say his dad being dead. Then he should have put a Kimoyo bead in Everett Ross's back. Why doesn't Rhodey have one? And honestly, I don't think she did anything else other than put a Kimoyo bead in Everett Ross's back. Like, I don't think there was any type of surgery. I think he got shot and she put the Kimoyo bead in his back, and that was that. James Rose been, but this go to, watch this. Don't this go to Don Cheadle's story talking about what do we know about James Rose? Nothing. Then he should have, well, that's funny. Yeah, okay, we got that 3 to 6 months. If you can imagine T'Challa going to get a young gifted mind who he knows has Wakandan blood in him and is from an ancient bloodline within the royal family. Cinematic gold in the making. Yeah, just to be. Thank you, Kimoyo. Just to be. Yeah. You know what? I can imagine T'Challa doing a lot of things, Nico. The sad part about it is Marvel can't. Marvel can't. Speaking of Marvel, I did say John Ridley run is over with. After this, I got 3 more issues of Black Panther I got to get. I got to do the comic book reviews on this. I've been lagging behind and everything like that, trying to get some other stuff handled. Buffalo Soldier is in the Marvel Comics universe to stay. He is canon unless somebody says otherwise. I got mixed feelings about the character, but who knows? Maybe the next author won't use it. How do you jab a giant ball in someone's back to heal them? I guess if the bullet hole big enough, same way a bullet goes in the shoe. Yeah, bullet hole big enough. These right here, y'all pick these up. I got an alternate cover with Shuri and the Rhino on the cover. I think that's fair. But y'all go pick these up. 2, 3. Buffalo Soldier missed me with that nonsense. Yeah, it was there. What's going on, Eric? What's going on, Eric? It just, Buffalo Soldier, who rides a buffalo, big behind buffalo, who's got weapons that, that vibranium can't do anything with. Like, that's what that is. Like, where you come from. And mind you, now this is me saying I spoiled a little bit, but he ain't going nowhere. And the women that were enslaved to the colonialists, they here on Earth. Like, they right here on Earth. They don't speak any. So it's interesting what's going to happen with them and everything like that. I would like to see. I'm gonna have to go ahead and bust down this story before the weekend is over with. Giving T'Challa another dose would take away his power, so the fake disease would ravage his body. I don't know what they got going on the shoulder. Don't you do a figure? Don't choose to do it. The Buffalo Wild Wing. The Buffalo Wild Wings. You making me hungry these days with that one. Are the Komodo bees magnetic? I don't know what they are. Nope. Here we go. Nobody ever says. Just like nobody ever said that Nakia and T'Challa got married. They just knew to say that he and Nakia was down there in Haiti raising their son. Anyway, I'm gonna keep it moving along because y'all rocking with me and everything like that. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. I know some people have asked questions in regards to action figures, and this ties into the Black Panther merchandise that was released in coinciding with the movie and how it's doing. If you want to start collecting Black Panther action figures, I've had a lot of questions asked in regards to that. You more than likely want to start off with the Black Panther action figure that. Oh, hold on. Don't start off with this dude. This 3.7x5, fully posable and everything like that. I thought he was gonna look. I thought he was gonna be taller, but that ain't what you want. More than likely, what you want to do is you want to start off with this guy. You want to start up, go ahead and get this out the way. And the reason why I say get this guy, get him out the way, because this is going to be your cheapest Black Panther action figure to purchase. It is. If you go back, you try and go back and everything like that, you're going to, if you just want a Black Panther action figure, you're looking to get started and everything, start with the Black Panther action figure from this particular wave. They're $22. The price is dropping it. Well, the price might not drop on that one, but you never know, because this Black Panther action figure was actually, watch this. I can't make this one up. My wife, I got 3 of them from Amazon for $54. Now, these action figures go for $22, $24. They're like, well, if the action figure go for 22, how did you get 3 for 54? These action figures not selling. They're not selling. The movie was marketed toward women. The action figures marketed toward males. The only people buying them is us. And guess what action figures we're not buying? Well, we already know the Okoye Build-A-Figure came out in the first wave. No. Yeah, the Okoye Build-A-Figure came out in the first wave from the first movie. Well, we already got Okoye. And if you're thinking about it, it's us that's buying these action figures, right? Our money don't necessarily move like that. So we got Okoye. We got Nakia. We didn't see a reason to go buy another Nakia. We got M'Baku. We didn't see a reason to go buy another M'Baku. We got T'Challa. We didn't see a reason to buy another T'Challa, and we didn't see a reason to buy another Shorty. We didn't, unless those were brand new figures that look different. And nobody cares for it. Comic book fans, none of us were pressed for that Ironheart action figure that they released from the movie. Not even for the head sculpt, because I'm not finna pay, because that's a deluxe figure. I'm not finna pay $30 for a head sculpt. I'm not. You want to get started? Start here. Start here. Go back. This one don't bust. This one don't hurt. This one with the vibranium weave mesh and everything like that. This Black Panther don't hurt. It don't hurt. It don't hurt. This Eric Killmonger. And actually, they make this Eric Killmonger in 3 different versions. Good God Almighty, I know I got all 3 of them. It don't hurt. It don't hurt your wallet. It don't hurt your wallet. This is when we start talking about your money hurting. Got to get my classic T'Challa. I think the male-centered figures may have been from the original storyline because Coogler, Feige, and more changed it all. They did. Okay, going back to it. When we talk about proper representation, I've never seen, and because stands don't care, I've never seen the liberties taken with a character's origin like I saw with this one. People gonna try and excuse it. No, you introduce a character named Njobu. Spider-Man Homecoming, we just didn't see Uncle Ben. You know what that told us? Because he was already Spider-Man. That means Uncle Ben had already died. But Uncle Ben was still part of his origin story. We didn't introduce Uncle John. We had Aunt May. We didn't introduce Aunt Maybelline. That's Aunt Nancy. That's not what we did. Then, how did we do it? Okay, we still had a Mary Jane. How did T'Challa get killed? T'Chaka didn't even, and which was crazy because they introduced Claw in Age of Ultron. So you get Claw Age of Ultron. You know, we had heard the whispers that T'Challa was showing up in the MCU. You would have thought T'Chaka would have got killed by Claw. Would have set everything up in motion because it never made any sense for T'Challa to be that mad at Claw in Black Panther. It was almost like they were trying to create anger for him. It was misplaced anger. That anger should have been for the dude that killed his dad. I want comics version Killmonger with the flowing hair and at least an inch taller. Well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm gonna say the likelihood of you getting a comic book accurate Killmonger about as good as you getting a comic book accurate Man-Ape. Who buying them? These Black Panther action figures, the older ones are expensive for a reason. And when I say older ones, like I said, this is the Civil War costume. So the Civil War, what's going on, Blue? What's going on? What's going on? New T'Challa Hot Toys are releasing next year. Keep me in the loop, D. Steezel. So the Civil War T'Challa, he cost some money. A little bit. But this is when it started getting ugly. So you got, this is the T'Challa from Black Panther without the vibranium mesh and everything like that. This is when these characters start costing some change. And you'll recognize these two figures because they're actually based on the artist. These action figures were rendered based on the artist who drew during the Ta-Nehisi Coates run. Y'all see this? This right here. The vibranium mesh. These two specific action figures are based on the artist who drew during the Ta-Nehisi Coates run. And because the artist drew them, it's a little bit of change. It's a little bit of change. Each one comes with two different head sculpts and everything like that. Two different hand sculpts, but it's a little bit of change. That's why I said start with the Black Panther from this particular movie. Then you got this one. This is from when he married Aurora. Remember what you're looking at? It's a little bit of change. But yes, this one is from when he married Aurora and everything like that. As y'all can see, it's got a little bit of black and gray on it and everything like that. This is a hard figure. Costs a little bit of change though. Costs a little bit of change. You can get the shorty. Now you would think that the shorty from the Claw 2-pack would be a little bit more money. But actually you can pick her up. You can get that Claw 2-pack for relatively next to nothing and everything like that. That's still a pretty good figure. This, I ain't gonna lie, I'm at a, this shorty is actually thicker than the shorty from the movie. Like, just keeping it 100 with you and everything like that. So I'm probably gonna keep that one. That's probably gonna be my shorty right there. Let me, hold on, let me make sure I'm trying to find y'all something. Oh yeah, there you go. He was hiding in plain sight. This Black Panther. This is the Toy Biz Black Panther. And it still holds up today. This is from the Christopher Priest run and everything like that. You see the body is textured. Each fingernail is articulated. Like he could literally give you the finger if he wanted to. Not going, well, yeah, I guess I could do that. Have it where he gives you the finger. Let me see, I'm trying to get this other finger up and everything like that, but each finger is articulated. Yeah, there you go. Each finger is articulated. So, yep, classic Jack Kirby cape. So this, it's a little bit of change. This is the one from the Christopher Priest run and everything like that, This is the one that busts you upside the head, and supposedly, I can't remember who's actually releasing a version of this on their own, but this one is rare. This is from the Rocket Raccoon Build-A-Figure wave and everything like that. You see the texture of the blue and the black in there and everything like that. This is based off the Black Panther that first came out in the comics. The fingers for John Ridley. I wouldn't even waste the finger on John. You know what, Mr. Smith? You know John Ridley. John Ridley is getting to that point where I don't even like mentioning his name. Like I don't. The less said about John Ridley, the better, in my opinion. Because I don't really like John. It's not that, and people understand this because, and Mr. Smith will give me big props for this one. I don't judge the person. I judge the person's actions. You can't judge me. I'm not judging you. I'm looking at your action, and your actions leave a lot to be desired. So I don't really want to talk about John Ridley and everything like that. 12 Months a Slave, good movie. I had it. I think it's something that in my household should be watched every Black History Month. 12 Month a Slave need to be coming on and everything like that. But as far as a comic book writer, he need to stay over there where he at. I wanted Chaz Black Panther with that cape, at least while he was sitting on the throne in ceremony. Listen, you want to get started sooner than later. Like you want to get started. 12 months, 12 years, it was a long time. Because I think if I'm a slave, 12 months gonna seem like 12 years. But you're right though. It is 12 years. It's 12 years slave, my bad. 12 years slave. But yeah, you wanna get started sooner than later. And my advice would be one action figure a month. If you're gonna do it like that, that's 12 months. You'd be amazed at what your action figure collection look like in 12 months time frame. Also, these are the places to go to get action figures if you're looking for them. eBay, that's secondhand purchasing. And the reason why I say eBay is because you never know. You might be able to get a deal. I ain't saying. So eBay. Also Amazon. Amazon is a great price comparison for secondhand purchases and everything like that. So Amazon, eBay, GameStop. And when I say GameStop, as I was talking to, I want to say Nico the other day, GameStop is a great place to go for older action figures because they'll keep them in there and everything like that. The store, physical location, but online, you want to go look at online to order action figures. Hasbro Pulse is a great place to go look for action figures and everything like that. And then you want to link up with some customizers because every action figure that you want ain't for sale. You want to do some stuff. Like Rio Shorty, I had to do some stuff and everything like that. But for your Black Panther, if you're looking to go get a Black Panther collection, start it. Go get the Black Panther from this particular wave. I got a few T'Challas, but I am about to ramp it up for my Panther wall. Yeah, man, listen. I can't lie. I when I got my 8 high toots that I was at peace. I was like it was a woosah moment because it's like I got them. But you definitely want to share with other people and everything like that. I'm in the process of working on this custom Queen Ramunda. I don't know why we don't have Angela Bassett, Queen Ramunda. John Ridley's 12 issues of hot trash. 12 issues of hot trash is the correct name. But yeah, get that and everything like that, and you will be well on your way to getting your action figure collection like you want it to be. And just know that with your action figures, you're gonna always get some accessories. So you'll have them and everything like that. But the T'Challa, start now. Don't wait. The longer you wait, especially if a movie come out, the price is gonna jump up. As soon as they show love on the action figure, the price is gonna jump up. As soon as a movie getting ready to come out by the action figure, price is gonna jump up. So if you got an action figure, there's a character that you like, and ain't no movie came out by them, gonna make a move on them. Listen, Kamoyo, you need to know. I had all of them. I had. Kamoyo, I had 4 for like a month. Didn't want to really talk about it because I was like, that wasn't my goal. My goal was not 4. My goal was 8. My wife went to Walmart and bought one just for GP. Now, my wife wants another one. she like, no, this gonna be for me. So my wife wants a Hot Toots action figure for herself. She's gonna mess around and have me do something. Well, that Hot Toots is gonna be her. But she wanted one. And so I was like, okay, I got that one. And when she got that one, I was like, okay, that's fine. And I had already peeped game on Amazon where somebody was selling 3 for 54 and some change. Free shipping and handling. I said, oh, we on the phone. She at Walmart. She got the camera turned around showing me the action figures on the action figure. And she said, yeah, baby, you need to go ahead and get them. And my wife, she's not just your hero, Kamoyo, she's mine, because she truly does support this and she understands the significance of it. She's like, no, people need to see that out there. They need to see your love for this character. They need to see your love for all of the characters in Wakanda and everything like that. So yeah, she is very much my hero. She makes it happen because when I be feeling bad about stuff, she like, nah, go make it do what it do. As a matter of fact, if you see the ring in my glasses right now, my wife has a YouTube channel. It's called the Bunny Show, the Skyette Bunny Show and everything. It's called the Sky Bunny Show. It's her, my daughters and everything like that. But if you see the ring in my glasses, my wife bought this whole setup. The green screen that was behind me before when we lived at our old place, that was my wife's set. That was her. She is all in and she's like, go get it and everything like that. So she like, nah, you need to look straight in front of the camera. We gonna get it where everything looking like it's supposed to and everything like that, where people will be able to see you with your action figures behind you, your Black Panther mask behind you, your comic books behind you. That's my wife's mission statement. I'm sitting up here like, okay, all right. So it's hard. I can't let her down, my girls down and everything, and not do what I'm doing because I believe in this. She believes in it and everything. She believes in me, which is it's hard. It's easier to do something when your significant other believes in you. So, like I said, I believe caring and sharing. So I believe if we show as much love as possible in regards to this, it's gonna be good. The Dora Milaje. Here's what I would say to you in regards to the Dora Milaje. I got 8 of them. And I'm finna do this for y'all right now. Because one, you can't go to Hasbro Pulse and buy the Dora Milaje action figures anymore. So you would have to go to a second hand and get them. And so this is me. I'm going to eBay. And the Dora Milaje started $29.99, $28, $28.99, $29.99. Oh my God, she is beautiful. I'm not paying $180 for her though. I don't know if y'all can see that, but somebody made a custom Aurora using the Dora Milaje outfit. That's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. It is. I'm not gonna act like that. It is absolutely stunning. But so is that price tag. So yeah. But the Dora Milaje, you come out better if you wanted to do something with your Dora Milaje. You're better buying the Nakia action figure. I think they re-released Nakia on Hasbro Pulse. You come out better, that'll be a $22 action figure. The Dora Milaje action figures do come with 3 head sculpts and everything like that, but because Black Panther 2 was a movie that featured the Dora Milaje heavily, you're going to have to wait until that movie gets old for the price to the Dora Milaje to drop. I don't even want them anymore because I'm not paying. I could, but that would make my Dora. If I did something, I would get 2 more, so I have 10. But I got 8, and then I found I got another Death Regiment. People have asked me who is that in the blue, all them Eric Killmongers and everything like that. I only got one Eric Killmonger. The rest of those are Eric's. Shout out to D. Steezel and Mr. Ray Smith for putting this back in my memory, making me remember. That's Killmonger's Death Regiment. So yeah, don't come to my Wakanda. You come to my Wakanda. What about Ramunda? So sharing is caring, and I want representation and everything like that. This is what I came up with in regards to the Queen Ramunda, because I have reached out to the dude that worked for Marvel Legends and everything. Dan is an Army veteran. Dan hadn't responded, but Mr. Smith and I were talking. Mr. Smith and I were talking, had a lovely conversation in regards to some stuff. And here's what me and Mr. Ray Smith came up with. Well, I did. I want Queen Ramunda. I do. But comic books versus MCU. Queen Ramunda has a very distinctive look in the MCU. She does. That headdress is fire. It is. I don't know if they would do Angela Bassett's body correctly for the MCU action figure. I think what they got with Letitia Wright was absolutely on point. What they did with Lupita Nyong'o's action figure, that was hot garbage. She thicker than that. So I'm not of the mindset that they would do, Angela Bassett any justice, which is probably why we haven't gotten a Photon action figure yet, because they're gonna have to go back to the room with that one. They're gonna have to go back to the drawing board with that one. But Queen Ramunda in the comics, she got a headdress, but it's not distinctive, right? I'm a customizer. Shout out to Diana Dotto, because what she said to me was, one of the things that you have to do as a customizer is not see the figure for who it is, see the figure for who it could be, a la the Sabretooth new release action figure that Marvel Legends just released. That ain't gotta be Sabretooth. Look at the stuff on his arms and legs, around his neck. It could be somebody else if you think that way. But using a hair dryer or boiling hot water, we probably not gonna hold off on the whole boiling hot water and everything like that. Using a hair dryer, we would be able to take the Selma Hayek head off, right, and replace it with a Dora Milaje head. Queen Ramunda. I would have the crown. I would have the sister that I want. I'm good with them colors being like that. I'm good with them colors being just like that. I would just have to trade out the hands, and I got hands all day, every day, twice on Sunday. Switch out the head, get the hair dryer, the hair blower, put that on there, heat that thing up, that glue melt, pop that sucker right off, pop in the Dora Milaje head. I might do some stuff with some hair and everything like that. But I got my Queen Ramunda. I can't speak for nobody else. I got my Queen Ramunda. But I'm gonna do this for y'all. I'm gonna talk to the dude tonight. He's on Twitter. I told him about Mr. Ray Smith, and I told him about Aaron the Big Word Brinkley. This dude, Mr. Ray Smith, I don't know where he got it from, but he said he had to commission some stuff. But he got a Venom action figure. He does. Like, if you rock with me on Twitter and everything like that, I actually linked up with the dude a couple of nights ago and everything like that. I shared his video and everything. He saw the big picture that I had with the hot toots that I say, Mr. Smith, he got Cold Tiger. I'm gonna send you the video, but it's yes, y'all be getting y'all Dr. Frankenstein on with it. You know what it is, D man? It's like you know what it is? Namor killed Shooty's mother, and weirdos are shipping those too. Yeah. Steezel, I can do something about it now. Like, I was me and the dude were talking the other day. And it was like the action figures that we wanted back in the 70s, we didn't get them. Like, I had the Falcon, but I wanted the Black Panther. My first two black action figures were Lieutenant Uhura, and Sam Wilson. I ain't even had no underoos for black superheroes. So it's like, now that I got them, it's almost like you just have to take that leap of faith. And once again, shout out to my wife, because between Diana Dotto and my wife, Diana was like, You want to do the griot shorty? I sent her a picture of what I was looking for. And she said, use this part, this piece, get that from there and this from there. I was like, oh, well, that's what it is. I'm worried about my hands shaking. My wife will not let me fail. She said, oh, your hands shake? Okay, we're going to get you a pen. You draw pretty good. I seen some of your drawings. You draw pretty good. You can at least draw in a straight line. She went and got the acrylic paint pens. And the acrylic paint pens come in fine tip and regular tip. It's easy. Go buy your own hair dryer. Buy you some glue dots. Buy you some small Velcro strips. You ain't got to overcook the grits. You really, really don't. eBay. Order the acrylic pens. If you don't want to do no heavy painting and everything like that, get the acrylic paint pens. Get Riddick synthetic dye. Riddick synthetic dye, you ain't even painting nothing. That's you just dyeing an action figure. Like, just drop it in a pot. They should get you a disposable pot that you're going to use over and over and over again and everything like that. Get that Riddick synthetic dye. And all you got to do is just look at action figures. That Sabertooth action figure that they just dropped, the one that looked like the old Sabertooth, when he first made his appearance taking on Iron Fist, that's not Sabertooth. It's not. That's not Sabertooth any more than that action figure that looked like Puma is Puma. That's not. Those are ancient Panthers. You just have to take your glasses off. You just, like, does he have fur around his wrist? Does he have fur around his ankles? Have we not seen Black Panthers with fur around their arms and ankles? Watch this. Now, I got a black cat action figure. She got hair around, she got the fur around her cleavage. She got the fur on her gloves. She got the fur on her boots. I got 2 black cat action figures. I do. The other one ain't got all that fur and everything like that. Well, yes, you do. The 2 of them. One got white fur. The other one got black fur. The black fur is removable. Who you think I got that for? I got the white black cat, the one with the white gloves and everything. I got her. I got the one with the black fur on her arms too. Why do you think I got the one with the black fur on her arm? I didn't get that to have 2 black cats. No. That's an ancient panther. What? Watch this. They love shipping characters that don't belong together. They do. Watch this. That's not the T'Challa. 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 Y'all know how they got Tony Stark around here with his Hall of Armors and everything like that? Y'all know it. That's not the T'Challa. That ain't the T'Challa. Where my wrestling fans at? Where my wrestling fans at? If you're a wrestling fan, let me know in the comment section that you're a wrestling fan. Who knows Ember Moon? Ember Moon, AEW, now on I'm gonna say, yeah, she's now on AEW, formerly NXT. Ember Moon. Ember Moon, yeah, that name ring a bell. I'm gonna tell y'all why I say Ember Moon. Her action figure. Shout out to Kevin from Fan Plastic Toys, because he put me up on game on this one. Ember Moon, she got a whole hoodie on. Come down here, point it right here. Got a whole mask on right across her face. Sure do. Mostly black too. Mostly black. You know who that is? Because I know we're not going to get her. What's going on, Emilio? What's going on? I know we're not going to get her. Ember Moon, a.k.a. Athena, yeah. That's my Nahonda. That's my Nahonda. I ain't lying. I buy action figures for the low Marvel Legends. They could be going for like $5-10. I look at them for who they can be, not who they are. That's the short, thick lady with the eyes, right? Yeah, that's her, Tim. Yeah, that's gonna be she's going to, all I gotta do is repaint her. I ain't gotta do nothing. Yes, Nahonda. She's going to make a beautiful Nahonda. I ain't gotta do nothing. Where she orange at, we just gonna make that purple. That's it. That's it. He-Man, King Grayskull. Oh, Mr. Ray Smith will tell you about this one right here. Go and pick you up 2 of them. Either get you 2 King Grayskulls or get that Sabretooth and get that King Grayskull. You be like, Theo, what? King Grayskull, yeah. You talking about Mosi? Either he gonna be Mosi or that Sabretooth gonna be Mosi. One gonna be Mosi, one gonna be Bashinga. That's cheap. And when I say cheap, you better get them before they jump up in price. But that's $22, $30, and you get to customize them and do what you want to, sit them on your shelf, and ain't nobody else got them. So that I be trying to help people and everything like that. Like my T'Challa, and the only reason why this is the T'Challa, the standout T'Challa on my action figure collection is because he's got the vibranium mesh weave. It's this one from the movies. That's the T'Challa that I will have front and center on my display. In the display that I'm doing with Wakanda, this will always be the T'Challa front and center. Just like this will be the Eric Killmonger that I do front and center. But now my favorite T'Challa, my favorite Black Panther action figure, it's the one from Captain America Civil War. I ain't even gonna hold y'all up. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. It's that one right there. Bar none. It ain't even close. It's not even, I better not find the helmet for it because I got my old helmet, but I don't really like that. I like it, but no, this is it. This is my go-to T'Challa right here. Just sitting off somewhere by himself. But if I got to do something where I got to display, that's it. This either gonna be Scion, yeah, because I got T'Chaka. I got T'Chaka. Okay. Scion. I appreciate it, but no. I'm not, T'Chaka. Scion. And low key, far as I'm concerned, that's a Zooty. Low key, far as I'm concerned, that's a Zooty. So they got the Hall of Armors, Iron Man armors and everything like that. Yeah, that's my Zooty. See, they got the Iron Man armors, the Hall of Armors and everything like that. I want Necropolis. Am I wrong? Can we get Necropolis? Like, and I don't even Necropolis. Give me all my Panthers in the background, standing behind, sitting at the table, on the back wall and everything. My Necropolis. Yeah, Cold Tiger. I do, and a shout out to my man Keith. God rest his soul. As I said to my wife last night, and it was just me just opening up, just revealing to her. I've always been big in the collection of action figures. I used to work for Toys R Us back when they had their line of the X-Men action figures and everything like that back in the day. And I had a whole bunch of action figures. What matters is that you get with somebody who believes in your dream. And my wife, comic books, the action figures, she believes in it. Now, mind you, I don't buy the comic books just to read them anymore. I used to, which was costing me a pretty penny. This is my business. This is what I do. I do this for my business. I do this for the Rock With Me Nation. I do this. I do this because I don't believe that we're getting the knowledge that we want, the information that we want in regards to these characters, whether it be in video game format, whether it be in comic book format, whether it be in action figure format. It don't matter. Nobody's telling us, nobody's talking to us, so we don't know where to go. And so a cat by the name of Keith used to work with him at a pawn shop. He knew I was a huge fan of Black Panther based on the conversations that we had. He went to go see the first movie before I did. He bought, because I love this story just for the fact of it promoted black brotherhood to me. You had two brothers that we rock with each other. And I'm gonna get it out here. Hold on a second. So he went to the movie. Black Panther movie, and he bought action figures for his nephew and his niece. God rest his soul, he didn't have any children of his own, but dude was real big, real influential in his niece and nephew's life. He bought me this Killmonger Titan action figure. I was like, man, wow. He said, Theo, man, I got something for you. And I was honored. I was like, man, whoa, that's beautiful. That's love. And it was no different than when somebody went christening my youngest biological daughter. Her mom went and got some comic books for me. It reignited a passion. He got this one. I went and got that one, and I didn't look back after that. When he got that action figure, I ain't looked back after that. I've been going strong ever since. I have some information about the wings for the Midnight Angels. Go ahead, Mr. Ray Smith. You got the flow. Give it to me. What you got for the wings for the Midnight Angel action figures? Go ahead and give it to me, because I got some information I'm gonna share with the crew for how to customize your own Midnight Angel action figures. And well, I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna do mine if they don't give them to us by the time I make my move. Go ahead, Mr. Ray Smith. What you got, Mr. Ray Smith? Cause I want to hear this here. What you got for the action figure? Killmonger, Death Regiment. That's what they are. That's what I'm going with. eBay. Okay. Well, you know, Mr. Smith, you have to send me a link or something like that. What the wings you talking about? Also, while Mr. Ray Smith is doing that, a brother did reach out to me. I just bought two so I can customize, as you said. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, big dog. Send me that link, Mr. Ray Smith. Looked at on the phone. So, the Midnight Angels, we like them, we love them, we don't like. Go back to proper representation. That should have been Ayo and Anika and not Okoye and Anika. We understand that. So we want them. Would have been nice to give them to us during the wave, as opposed to the whole bunch of reissue stuff that they gave us instead. But we didn't get it. That's okay. That's okay. G.I. Joe Classified. There's a Scarlet action figure that is a alternate to how she looks. She's got like a shoulder, a pointlet or something like that on her left shoulder, and she's got her crossbow gun. And the paint job, though, it fits the color scheme of the Dora Milaje more so than it does with the blue. What I'm doing is this. Sharing is caring, y'all do y'all thing. That outfit, that costume that she has on, if you turn her around to the back, she has jet propulsion units on the back of her boots, right about her calf. Cool. Me for mine, because I have already done this, I already have a whole bunch of Lady Deadpool action figures. I'm like, Theo, Lady Deadpool action figures? Yes, I do. I have a whole bunch of Lady Deadpool action figures. I have to tell y'all why I did that later on. I saw them as something else. But with having a whole bunch of Lady Deadpool action figures, I have a whole bunch of, I think I got about like 6 of them. I have a whole bunch of Lady Deadpool heads. I do. Well, if you look at that Scarlet action figure, you take that Lady Deadpool head, do what you gonna do. This was finna work for me in my Earth 421. Take that Lady Deadpool head, paint it, because the eye things are all black, right? Paint the rest of the head that's red, paint it black. Her ponytail is blonde, paint that black too. What are you getting at? Well, if you pop off Scarlet's head and you put that head on there, it looks like a masked head with one big old long ponytail coming out the back of it. Well, low key, the Midnight Angels, it looked like they got a whole bunch of different various ponytails coming out the back of the helmet, right? Cool. Okay. Well, Mr. Ray Smith just hit me with these wings and everything like that, so I'm gonna have to go check and see what the wings look like. But that, at the very least, is where you have the start for your Midnight Angels, and honestly, it might be a little bit better, at least as far as them being in Africa. Not to mention when it comes to the wings. Like I said, once again, shout out to Diana Dotto. My wife was telling me you can actually go get this type of paper. That way the action figure, you don't want the action figure to be too heavy in the back because that's a lot of plastic. You get the action figure, you cut out the wings and everything like that. You cut out the wings. You get you, remember the Velcro straps I was telling you about? You put the Velcro strip, little small little, y'all know the little Velcro strip be about like that big around. Little Velcro circle. Put that on the back of the action figure and you got the wings. And you can take them off. And you did it. With very little effort. To none at all. Because all I got to do is paint the hat, paint the head. They sell them that plastic and everything, that little thin piece of plastic, that type of paper, which you can buy at a Dollar Tree or something like that. They sell them in various colors. I got my Midnight Angels. Queen Ramonda, I already told y'all how I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna keep waiting on that one. And as far as my White Wolf, I just bought 2 so I can customize, as you said. White Wolf, Hunter, I'll give you all this information. Mr. Ray Smith did it. I started it, but when I started it, I didn't like it. The White Vision. If you want to customize your White Wolf, get the comic accurate version of the White Vision. The head sculpt that I would suggest you get, if you can find, Mr. Ray Smith has found some wonderful heads and everything like that. I would say if you can find a Black Panther head sculpt that looks like this one, that would kill the game. That would kill it. But listen, that's my time. I'm out and everything like that. I just wanted to rock with y'all. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me. Give y'all all the information you need. Y'all give me life to do this. Y'all stay tuned. I do have Doom War Part 4 or 5 coming tomorrow. I also have these issues of Wakanda that I'm gonna be dropping y'all as far as comic book reviews, and I'll be dropping y'all the latest issues of Black Panther and everything like that, so y'all can get up to date on that, and so we can count down the time to when we say bye bye to one John Ridley. We can finally say bye bye to one John Ridley and everything like that. But those of y'all that want to see the video of the dude who has like his Wakanda. The action figures, like I said, he had to commission some of them. But if y'all want to see that video and everything like that, hit me up on Twitter. I'll be more than happy to put the video out there. Mr. Ray Smith, I know you with the Twitter and everything like that, so I'm gonna shoot you the video on your end so you can have it. But yeah, listen, don't let nobody tell you can't love this character. And don't tell nobody you can't fight hard for the character and everything like that. And as far as petitions and protests go, well, Chadwick Boseman protested them closing down the drama school at Howard. Seeing that worked out well for him, so we ain't gonna let nobody tell us what we can't do. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Listen, before y'all go, y'all know how the lives go. If you left comments and everything like that, when we convert the live over to whatever, the comments get deleted. I don't know why. But I thank y'all so much. I really, really do. I'm gonna holler at y'all. I ain't saying, oh, D-Real. Before I go, D-Real got his live tomorrow, so y'all catch him 9:30 tomorrow. I'm gonna be there with that. Chillmonger 33 questions every Saturday. My man K Dot, he probably dropping some DC information and everything like that. My man Kamoyo Kid, the deepest brother that I know when it comes to discussing comics, period, regardless of what genre it's from. Grand Madam Tarot, her name says it all. She drops knowledge first thing every morning, weekday. Same thing with Marcus and Josh from Back of the Bus. They talk about sports, comics, social issues. Y'all hit up them. Am I forgetting? Nico Bean, the gifted Gemini. Y'all check him out. This brother is doing big things and everything like that. Support the brother. The brother is definitely trying to get himself out there and everything like that. Jumped on this this Black Panther knowledge. And for him being young, he wasn't satisfied with just what he saw in 2016. He is really he's researching information that predates him being in the world. So shout out to him. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. Am I forgetting somebody? Y'all check out Trey Michael too. Trey Michael be dropping stuff every now and then and everything like that. He hit you with Trey. Now Trey Michael don't spare no feelings. So a shooter and Kamoyo Kid, y'all probably enjoy Trey Michael because he goes straight for the juggler. I think that's about it. Listen, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me and everything like that. Thank y'all for giving me the energy. We're gonna keep making it do what it do. We're gonna get these stories out here and everything like that, and we're gonna keep sharing. We're gonna keep showing T'Challa and Chadwick Boseman all the love and respect in the world. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.